Hello everyone. In this lecture of the Essential Calculus problem series, I will solve this problem. Integral of sin² of x cosine to the power of 7x dx. While solving this problem, I will use the substitution method. In order to use substitution method, we need a function of such as u, and its derivative should be multiplied by dx. If our function of is u, then if u prime is multiplied by dx, we can use substitution method. And u may be just as u or u² u cube or square root of u cube. It's not important, and we just need the derivative of the function multiplied by dx. Here we have a function sin x, a function of sin x, and derivative of sin x is cosine x. So we need here cosine x multiplied by dx. And if we can split this cosine to the 7x as cosine to the power of 6x multiplied by cosine x, we can solve the problem. And here let me solve the problem here. And our function is sin² of x cosine to the 7x dx. I can rewrite this problem as sin² of x multiplied by cosine to the power of 6x times cosine x dx. Here we have sin x here, and derivative of sin x is cosine x multiplied by dx. If we can rewrite this cosine to the 6x using sin x, we can solve the problem. And we know that cosine to the power of 6x is equal to cosine² of x cube. And cosine² of x is actually equal to 1 minus sin² of x. Then we can write it as 1 minus sin² of x cube. So here in the integral, I will rewrite cosine to the power of 6x as 1 minus sin² of x cube. So we will be able to solve the problem. Okay, let's write it. The integral is sin² of x multiplied by 1 minus sin² of x cube times cosine x dx. And now, since we have a function of sin x here, and the derivative of sin x is cosine x multiplied by dx, I can now use substitution method to solve the problem. Let me take sin x is equal to u, then cosine x dx is equal to du. Now I will rewrite the integral as I will rewrite sin x as u, and I will rewrite cosine x dx as du. The integral becomes u² times 1 minus u² cube times du. Remember that a minus b cube is equal to a cube minus 3 times a² b plus 3 times a, that's 3 times a times b² minus b cube. Okay, here we have 1 for a, this is a, and u² for b. Then the integral is u² times the cube of 1 minus 3 times 1 square times u square plus 3 times 1 times u square minus u square cube times du. The integral becomes u square 1 minus 3 times u square plus 3 times u to the power of 4 minus u to the power of 6 du. And we need to do the multiplication here. Okay, let me write it one by one. Okay, u square multiplied by 1 is equal to u square. U square multiplied by minus 3 square is minus 3 times u to the power of 4. U square multiplied by 3 times u to the 4 is plus 3 times u to the power of 6. And u square multiplied by u to the 6 is minus u to the power of 8 du. Okay, now I will break down the integral into the 4 different parts. The integral becomes u squared du minus 3 times u to the power of 4 du plus 3 times u to the power of 6 du minus integral of u to the 8 du. We know that the integral of x to the n is equal to we add 1 to the exponent and divide by the new exponent. So the integral of u square is u. We add 1 to the exponent and divide by the new exponent minus 3 times. And u to the power, we will add 1 to the exponent and divide by the new exponent plus 3 times u to the 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 minus u to the 8 plus 1 over 8 plus 1. Then the integral becomes 1 over 3 times u cube. Since u is sine x, I will write sine x as I will rewrite u as sine x, sine cube x minus 3 times 1 over 5 times sine to the power of 5 x plus 3 over 7 times u to the sine to the power of 7x minus 1 over 9 times sine to the power of 9x. And since this is an indefinite integral, we add a constant c here. And the answer is this. So, in the next video, I will solve this problem. Integral of square root of sine x times cosine cube x dx. See you in the next video.